have audio.
And oh, good. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Corporate Crash Course. Sorry, we're running a little bit late tonight. We were busy picking the game we're going to play. As you can tell, well, my name is Cody. I'm joined by two of my usual friends, Mike and Zoe, this week. So clearly, we're not playing Paranoia since we're at about half the normal group. And so as a result, we decided to pick something a little bit goofier that we could do relatively quickly. And so we have settled on the game Nice Marines, the great little one-page RPG designed by Grant Howitt back in 2020. So we're going to get to that soon enough. But first, Mike, Zoe, how you guys doing?
Good.
Excited. And
Great.
very nice.
Good.
Much Marine.
Okay. Much Marine. Okay, so as I stated, we are playing Nice Marines. The introduction to this game says you are a space marine, an immortal giant genetically engineered to be the perfect instrument of war. You and your squad mates are oath-sworn protectors of the Astral Commonwealth and one another. The iconoclasts of the galaxy shiver in terror at the very mention of your name. However, support forces have not arrived following the recent liberation of Vanis, leaving you in charge of a diplomatic envoy dedicated to rebuilding after the conflict. You have no idea how to do this. However, you've got one solar week until your superiors arrive to inspect the city, so best get at it. So that's the game in a nutshell. We have a planet, Vanis, here, which you guys have recently liberated.
Yay.
And have a week to rebuild and set up a bit of an outpost, I guess. And some stuff is going to happen. So to those of you watching, I guess the first thing to just kind of mention, they're going to have some, they've have some stats that they've been asked to assign some dice to help them do things that are not combat, because let's be honest, Space Marines are always successful in combat because that's literally what they've been bred for. But non-combat things make them confused. So we're gonna see how that works. Do you want to give some information on the very quick characters you guys have created?
I am Tom. I am divinely ordained in lifting heavy objects, and I am quite zealous at holding parades. Otherwise, I do not understand how civilians lie, and I always carry my Syax.
Excellent. And Zoe?
I am Fred. And I am, pretty divinely ordained at building and repairing things. I'm, pretty zealous with lifting heavy objects. Don't understand sadness. And, not to worry though, I am equipped with a grapple cannon.
Nice.
Oh God, of course you are.
What do you mean? Pretty cautious when it comes to, protecting and being nice to civilians, but see how it goes.
Okay. Well, earlier this day or on yesterday, you both rocketed down to the surface of this planet, easily ripped apart the Xeno scum, which had infected the very epicenter organization of the people on this planet. And after a very easy genocide of non-humans on the planet. You stood upon the mounds of dead bug bodies as the sun rose, and at that moment, a soldier came up and handed you the declaration stating, "Congratulations on your recent victory of the planet Venice. We expect great things. We expect everything to be in working order, and your post to be established and in working order. See you in a week." So that's where we start.
When they say everything in working order, what do you think everything is?
I really have no idea, but I assume a parade would be prudent. I can organize that.
Are the streets cleared to be able to host a parade?
Are the streets cleared?
The streets are currently full of what's the word I'm looking for here? The streets are
Debris?
currently they're full of like termagant bodies.
Awful.
Would these be considered potentially, heavy objects at this point?
Not individually. Again, you guys are space marines. They could probably weigh the same amount as a dog.
Oh, let's clear them out of the streets so that we can host a parade.
No, see, Hillary, they're not. We don't call them corpses because they're not people. They are Xenos scum that have been cleansed from the surface of this planet.
Let me get a definition of corpse here.
This is going to be a very gross episode. I apologize.
I'm going to start clearing the streets so we can host a parade.
Super. Yeah, that's what I need in response to that. Okay. Yes, the clearing of the streets takes you the better part of the morning into the afternoon. I'm assuming once the streets are cleared, which they will be by the later today, you can indeed hold a parade.
Oh, what if we'll have the parade lead us as their new leaders to our new outpost.
Oh, I thought we were just going to parade.
We have to have a start of the parade and an end of the parade. So I think we start at the pile of corpses.
Are you suggesting you want the parade to end?
Oh, we can okay.
Keep parading.
So let me get this straight. You guys have gone through. You've taken all of the body. Why am I blanking on what the actual race is called in 40K? Hold on. Gonna get me skewered by somebody.
It's gonna be Sam.
Yeah, he's not on right now. Tyranids. Right. Yeah, he's not on here, so too bad. Sorry. So you're telling me you've taken all of the Tyranid bodies from the streets of this town, put them in one big pile, right outside of town, and the plan is to start the parade at the giant pile of bug bodies.
Yes.
I feel like it's not even outside of town. It'd be like
no, it's still within town. Yeah,
just next to the.
Yeah, so we're gonna start
them off the road
at the Tyranid body pile.
Yeah,
and we're gonna do the parade, and it's going to lead us to the outpost.
Okay.
I think.
Is there an outpost for us to lead to?
I think I'm gonna have to build us an outpost. What is it? Okay. What does an outpost usually look like? Should it be like a tent?
That sounds like a good outpost to me.
So I will say, you find yourselves in the major city, the one largest city on the planet of Venice.
Yep.
We'll call the city. I can't think of anything good, so we're just not going to worry about it. As you've been cleansing the streets of the city, A lot of the buildings are still standing. You guys didn't go, full exterminatus on them. Compress the big bodies into brick blocks to build the outpost with. Rule with
Ooh,
fear.
now that's an idea.
Hillary, that might be the most fucked up thing I have ever heard you say. I am here for it. You need to keep cooking. Okay.
Wait, hang on. If we're going to go from the corpse pile to the outpost, what if we just use the corpse pile as like walls of the outpost?
So as you guys are discussing
And we'll
that,
dig a trench around it.
another soldier kind of runs up and is just like, "Ah, my lords, I know you're talking about building an outpost, but might I suggest that the governor's palace, sorry, he died in the fighting, but his palace is still standing, like over there, and he kind of like points over a hill. And because you both are super soldiers, your eyesight is good enough to like see where he's like pointing to, and it's definitely still standing. Kind of, maybe the windows have been blown out, but it's definitely
New
there.
plan. We will have the bodies on either side of the road as our parade leads up, and we'll have the two main piles on either side of the entrance of our new palace.
You had me right up into
Okay.
the palace. I'm no governor. I don't know if I should be in a palace. You said governor was the former guy?
Yes. Now I will
We'll
also
rename-
mention. Well, I was going to say, keep in mind, you guys are very aware you're soldiers. You're not. You're not politicians. You're not
Exactly.
going to be actually ruling this place. You're just tasked with the long term to manage this because your job is to kill things.
Yeah, but they're gonna need to feel like they have leadership to be comfortable, you know?
Sure. Okay, so are we going with Zoe's plan? We're going with the rows of bodies to the two giant piles to either side of the
Absolutely.
either side of the palace.
Yes.
Okay. As you both get your minions, your soldier people, and yourselves running around, you line up a lot of the smaller bodies. So again, things like termagants, kind of on either side of the street leading up. There's so many of them, it makes, I don't know, a 5-foot wall from the ground up to either side. And that's not like, straight stacked. They're like piled like pyramids because the bodies keep rolling down. So it's pretty impressive that you've gotten that height all the way through. And to either side of the palace, you've gotten like, what are the freaking bigger ones called? Large Tyranids. This is great television right here. I don't know, like queens or something massive. Like you've built piles of bodies and then put these kind of giant ones on top as kind of like centerpieces in a sense.
Yeah.
Now also
Well, I think we're ready for the delegation to come next week.
I think so.
Yep. Are you sorry, are you doing the parade now or are you doing it when they show up?
Well, I think we should do a test run now so that we're
Yeah.
Okay.
ready.
Practice
Absolutely.
parade.
Do you want to roll for holding the parade?
Absolutely. I'm quite zealous about holding parades.
Now,
That is
before
a
Mike
10. Yep.
Okay, and I was gonna say before Mike speaks the results, I will like it noted that a success is 5 to 6. Anything above 6 is success with collateral. Anything below 5 is a failure. So a 10.
I did read those after I assigned my dice.
Yeah. That's fine.
It makes perfect sense to me.
That's totally fine. So that was with minor collateral, which is okay. I mean, look,
Stomp through the street, tearing up
yeah,
pavement, knocking down light posts.
it's
A parade.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
just it
A
slightly
marine
flattens
parade.
all the houses to either side of the street as you walk past. A couple civilians got injured in the rubble. Yeah,
I think that
it's
was
what
pretty good for a
happens.
first try.
Hmm.
Good dry run.
And you get to the palace, and you immediately are made aware of some heightened tensions as
Tensions.
some rather heated debate is going on.
Debate
Uh-oh.
between who? Why is there debate?
So
Trying to find out
there,
what's going on.
so there is the first group that you notice. You see a man come out in a uniform. You recognize him as a member of the law enforcement group that was originally in charge of this city. As you swept through and were cleansing, they obviously stepped up and assisted, and so were not butchered in the Xenos onslaught. Also, you all deemed them to not be infected, which is always a good thing. He comes storming out of the front of the palace, and steps kind of down the stairs and looks at the two of you and says, kneels and immediately goes, "My lords, we have a problem."
No, I think the parade went great.
Look, sorry, no. I don't mean anything about the parade. The parade was excellent, of course.
Damn right.
High five.
I mean, we have a problem over.
Yeah.
You clap your hands together, and the reverberation just like sends ripples through the air. Like his coat like rustles, and it like shakes his cheeks a little bit as it just goes past. No, that's not what I meant. The techno priests are up there and have claimed dibs to the palace when clearly they have no idea how to govern such a place. I, having worked with the past governor as his security advisor, am clearly much more attuned to the inner workings of security within this city and on this planet, and thus would like to stake my claim as a potential heir to governorship of this planet.
Did you say techno priest?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. And it should have been.
Techno priest.
I should have been clear. It's technically not one techno priest. They're like some kind of weird super linked hive mind. There's one guy up there, but there's more of them in a mountain somewhere. And they might be on a moon.
I have an idea. You,
Yes.
governor man.
Yes.
Who would be a better governor? You or the techno priest?
Well, I just me.
Okay, excellent. Then you will be the governor. Let's go tell them.
Okay. Actually, and as you start walking up the stairs, he's kind of like following you, just like actually there's a second piece too. With the just
Hold
okay,
on,
wait.
one thing at a time.
Yeah, as you like
As we keep
barge
walking.
in through the door, there is you see a guy who is wearing like a red robe, with all of these weird mechanical bits kind of like jutting out through the bottom, and like he's got his hood up and you can kind of see things like metal pieces like covering his face and stuff.
Looks sick. Think he's got an infection?
Is he infected?
Was AFK? Are they
crush him.
making corpse starch yet? No. So you recognize the fact that he looks like a potential.
Threat?
So no. So we got to step back a little bit here because I'm doing more Warhammer 40k world building because it's fun. Now that Sam's joined, I'm sure he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's a faction within Warhammer 40k called the Adeptus Mechanicus, which are like a weird cult of machines. They
Gotcha.
believe that like machines have like a weird kind of spirit to them, and that one day a savior is going to come from the machines and like save everybody. They're also the only people who know how like or who can keep old world technology working. So the Imperium, or in this instance, who are we? The Astral Commonwealth, kind of doesn't like them because they're kind of zealous and not in the way that they want. But they make things work.
Mm.
And you recognize that this guy seems like if not directly a part of that, then from something very similar. He doesn't seem infected. He just seems like he's one of those weirdo fucked up techno guys.
Ah, you there, Techno Priest. This man here says that he will be a better governor, and for that reason, we've decided that he will be governor.
A very low voice echoes out through the room and it's just kind of says like, no, that will not be happening.
No, but
Why?
he'll be the better governor, so he'll be the governor.
But our robot contraptions helped with the Xenos extermination. They were instrumental.
You gonna
Yes,
turn
but
around to
he
the
will be
governor
the
guy?
better governor.
Clearly,
Right.
he does not know how to govern properly since he let his planet become overrun with scum.
Sir, were you the governor when the planet was overrun?
He's sitting there and he's like sweating and playing. He's like, no, I wasn't governor. I mean, I was
cut him
helping
off.
run security.
Okay, so he wasn't the governor then. So that does not prove the point that he was a failed governor, since he was
He
never
was-
governor to begin
He
with.
was responsible
I don't know,
for
I
the
thought they
safety
made
of
a
the
good
people
point.
on this planet.
Where were you?
We were getting the machines to help destroy them. I mean, before then, I was, in a cave building stuff because that's kind of what I do.
I mean, it all seems very simple to me. He'll be a better governor, so he should govern.
He's got a point.
Great.
The
Good
better
point.
governor should govern.
The soldier, or no, that's not the right word. I'm getting myself all mixed up because he's like a police officer effectively, right?
Let's call him
kind of-
Dan.
Sure, we'll call him Dan. Why not? He kind of like stamps his foot and is just kind of like, well, no, there's a whole other thing. They want to put up a golden statue to
No,
their
hold
stupid
on,
Messiah.
one thing at a time.
Governor.
Governor.
He's not even human. What they can't understand the values and the needs of
We
the people
don't
here.
discriminate here.
That's what we do. We
We
very
don't?
much discriminate. What are you talking about?
Hey Tom, do we discriminate?
Don't we?
Maybe we do. Okay. Take it back. We will discriminate.
I thought that's all we did.
The guy sitting at the behind the desk. Yeah, Sam's comment. I don't think you realize exactly how much of Warhammer 40k is discrimination. Literally all of it. So the guy sitting behind the desk kind of slams his hands down and stands up and just says, "Fine, we shall have a contest to prove which of us will be a better governor."
Well, he already told me he'll be the better governor.
No, I will prove not only that I am human, but that I will be a better governor than that sorry excuse troopers. He doesn't even want to build a cool
There's a
statue.
question that you're not human, because I thought we killed all the not humans. I don't pull out my science.
Obviously, I'm a human, partially robot, but mostly human.
Is that like a Tyranid, Fred?
Are you asking me or are you asking Zoe?
I was asking Fred, my fellow Marine.
I mean, in all fairness, you guys aren't technically human either.
Mm.
Well, technically better than human, but that's,
That's true. We are better than humans.
Yeah. High five again.
the windows blow out.
I don't know. Did said something about a hive mind?
Warms all three of your hearts.
Seems suspicious to me.
Is this going to affect the parade?
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd he
then I
say?
don't like it.
No. We'll
No?
hold a contest tomorrow.
Okay. And
Which
what?
realistically, and he like flaps up part of his robe, and he's got like a weird like rollout of a screen kind of that goes down the side of it. He starts seeing some like numbers and stuff pop up on it. It's just like, and if we do it tomorrow, then we can clearly see as it kind of goes through. That gives us an additional 6 days to build the government, which realistically we need. We'll take 2 days in order to establish the basic functions of everybody involved, and then we'll take another 2 days to source and then hire people, which will fit into all those roles, and then there'll be another 2 days to kind of run them through and see how they're doing, and then move anybody around that kind of seems required, and it then switches, and there's like an org chart that starts to like filter down through the thing of like his whole new government that he's planned.
Can you define the competition for me?
Oh yes, sorry.
Oh, I have an idea. What if we have each of them hold a parade?
An excellent idea, sire. Problem though, we don't really have enough people to hold as amazing of a parade as you.
Fred and I just held a parade all on our own.
Well, yes, but you have all your soldiers and your other fellow Marines and stuff.
Then get people to support you in your parade. Bigger parade wins.
Well, there's really not many people.
Better parade win.
True, but the bigger the better. High fives.
Can I offer a suggestion?
You can offer it.
Okay. Why don't the two of us with our teams separately come up with an idea for the statue which we will erect in the town square below. Whoever gets more support from the locals over their statue idea, their chosen hero, has a better voice for the people.
Who said anything about a statue?
Well,
Dan, does your stance to be governor revolve around a statue?
I mean, it doesn't revolve around it, but I've got ideas. Well, of course, we're going to build a statue. Somebody
makes sense.
needs to
I've
be
got an
honored.
idea for that. Fred?
The chair he was sitting in
Okay.
shatters.
There's your statue.
You may pitch your statues, and everyone who supports either statue will march in the parade of the statue they support so that we can see the better parade wins.
So we're going to set up 2 parade avenues with a potential statue at either end, at both ends, at the end of both of them.
Absolutely. But I've decided I want to build a statue too.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a third
But
one.
we're going to host our own parade because if our parade wins, we then become the governors.
Oh, I'm still a little confused because we know that the little guy is going to be the best governor. So I don't know why we would be governors, but we've won. So
Fair is fair.
fair is fair.
Okay. So you spend the next day clearing more streets so that you can hold 3 simultaneous parades.
Oh, no. I clear our street for our parade. They're responsible for their own parades.
And I will happily build the statue.
It's part of the competition to host their parade. And to convince the people to support their statue by supporting their parade.
Fucking hell. Okay.
It's the only way to know.
Clearly.
And both parades will have to meet. They'll converge to one point so that we can, in one moment, kind of look and see which parade is better.
It's a good idea. It should be at our statue.
Yeah,
Alright,
it all
clearly.
converge to our statue.
Yes, clearly. Okay. So are you rolling to hold a parade again? Is that all we're gonna do? We're just gonna keep rolling to hold a parade?
I think
Well, first I want to build a statue before we hold the parade.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we
should
do
be
have to
building,
build
repairing things.
a statue. And we need to
And then we need to hold a parade.
impress civilians so that they support our parade
Oh,
and then hold the
I
parade.
don't know how to impress civilians.
I can impress
assume
some
with our statue.
civilians. Yes. Well, we're gonna use the statue to. So first, build statue.
All right.
Who's
Yeah.
building
Step
the
one,
statue?
statue.
I'm very divinely ordained in
Oh, well then by
building
all
things,
means,
so
you should build the statue.
I shall build the statue. 19.
Oh god.
Yes.
Success with dire collateral.
Dire
Civilian death,
collateral. Oh god.
priceless items destroyed.
I've taken some things to make this statue, let me tell you. I got
Yep.
some
Ooh, that looks
materials.
nice. That'll look real good on the statue.
Yep.
How did the people die?
Well, statues fall down.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Yeah, multiple
Hold the
times.
statue without breaking a few eggs.
yeah,
Multiple
and,
times on different people.
who knows? Maybe there's people that don't want me to have the, critical
wait.
materials for building the
Whatever
statue.
materials we have.
It says
acquired.
civilian. It says civilian death. Does that mean a single civilian death, or like the plural?
It
So, like,
is
while
only
building it-
one because the other
so,
one
like,
says
while- yeah.
civilians. This
So
one
like
says
while building
civilian.
it just fell over the one time on Peter and killed him, and that was it.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been standing there. Doesn't know how statues work, obviously.
Clueless, that one. But anyway, we have this beautiful statue.
Yep. Yes, you do.
All right, now we got to get the civilians to march in our parade.
Yeah, I'm pretty
do we do
practiced
that?
in impressing civilians.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about impressing civilians, but
I have no idea how to do that,
okay,
but I can try.
I can try, and then you can hold the parade.
I do love parades.
Yes. So let me see if I can impress civilians. 7.
7. Success with minor collateral.
I'm using my statue to impress the civilians so that they
Yes.
march in our parade.
Of course.
Oh, I know how to impress them. I'll carry the statue around and we can show it to them directly.
Oh, yes, perfect. That's what we're doing.
While doing so, you see a shadow move through the upper level of a building, and you immediately think it's a Xenos. So you whip out.
Oh, I'll throw the statue.
You whip the statue, which brings the roof down. on the shadow. Luckily, the person inside is not dead, but they are injured. So even though you gain a good number of followers who are probably just scared of the fact that you fucking did that, you trudge up, you pick up your statue, and you walk back downstairs without helping unbury the guy.
I assume picking up the statue is lifting a heavy object.
Sure.
I'm good at lifting heavy objects.
At this point, yes, it's a lifting heavy object.
Oh, it's a 7. Darn.
Okay. You lift the statue, which knocks it into one of the civilians that was starting to try and unbury the person who is
Oh, don't worry about it. That's just Xeno scum.
Yeah,
don't worry, we dealt with it.
No, Sam, we did not pick a chapter.
I'm sure it was very impressive.
I just figure they're Ultramarines. Really, they're giving the impression that they're Ultramarines. Salamanders would, actually be nice people typically.
What do you mean? We're nice.
We're very nice.
Sure.
We made them a
Sure.
statue. We killed the Xeno scum, and we're going to hold a parade for them.
Okay, sorry.
And get them a new governor.
The salamanders would have unburied the guy who the roof fell on.
I'm pretty sure that was Xeno scum.
Yeah, of course.
True. Is it parade
Mike,
time?
I like how Mike has fully gotten into this.
Yeah, he's ready.
We might need to play Death Watch after this. Anyway. Okay. So yes, parade time, I believe.
Parade time.
Parade time. All right. 12.
Success with
Ooh.
dire collateral. God damn it.
So only one person dies.
It keeps saying, I love that it keeps
then I
saying
wasn't doing
priceless
the parade,
items
right?
destroyed. I don't know what items there are that are worth destroying anymore. Like,
I feel like I put all of them into the statue.
no.
So...
Yeah, you know how this goes?
Oh no,
As
our
you guys-
statue's priceless.
As you guys march down the street, your statue destroys the other 2 statues
Oh,
Amazing.
that have been erected.
We win.
It's fine, but the other
There's
2
no
are
other
gone.
statues to support.
Yeah, I think we won that.
We've won.
parade.
And as these statues kind of fall into the rubble pile that they have created, you see the 2 other parades, which is Dan leading a parade of mostly other police officers and a handful of civilians, come running up, and the Hive Mind Technopriest walking on what appear to be 2 very large mechanical legs that are somehow coming out of the top of his back and down onto the ground.
I hate it.
It is a very impressive parade.
Leading a group of 4 other technopriests in similar attire and 2 handfuls of civilians. And they all come running up and they're just kind of like, what happened?
That's
Our
how
parade.
you run a parade. I can't help but notice that you all broke formation. Looks sloppy. That's not how you govern. That's not how you run a parade.
True. Our parade was so magnificent. Destroyed your guys' statues.
Your statues just couldn't handle our parade. Makes sense.
So therefore, we had the best parade.
The
Oh, shit,
technopriest
that means we're governors.
immediately
I
the
give
technopriest
ourselves
immediately looks
governor
at the 2 of
sashes.
you and is just like, all right, so look, fine. You my 12-point plan for setting up the new established government on this planet. You just have to just give me the position of secretary of the governor, and I'll take care of all of it.
I think those guys are pretty suspicious.
12 points is a lot. My axe only has 2 points. I'm going to pull out my axe again.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of finer points. He pulls up the sash, the
Why does he
side of
have
his
to
robe.
flash
He's got
us
the whole
to-
freaking like the whole screen starts showing again, and it's just got like it suddenly starts filling down with the 12 points. The org chart
Yeah.
flashes up again, and it's suddenly like rejumbled and shows the two of you at the head with him right underneath, and then a whole like group of people.
Why would we take his plan if he, after all of this, was found to be not the best governor, and our parade proved that we were the best governors?
Well, that's a good point.
Shouldn't
Look,
it be our plan?
And that's
I'm not
one.
okay.
That's fewer
No.
points.
Dan immediately steps up to Tube and he's just like, "Yeah, that's right. Yeah, your guys' plan is the better one. We should go with that. You should make me the secretary thing."
Wait, hang on, Fred. What is our plan?
Our plan is to get everything in working order
Oh, and then
And
the
a s-
parade.
and establish a post.
Oh yeah. Well, we have the governor building now.
Yep, so I'm going to mark establish post as complete.
Excellent.
So
We're
we
well
just
on our way.
need.
We'll be ready within. Well, we'll be ready when they get here.
Yeah, we just got to get everything in working order. How hard can that be?
I don't know. You, how hard is it to get everything else in working order?
Who's you?
Nice. We have an outpost. We have a
you
parade
pointing at
plan.
Dan?
I assume we're done.
You're putting it Dan or the
yeah.
techno priest?
Mm, I'll
Dan,
point
he
at
was.
both. I'll point at one at each. You.
The techno priest looks at you and is just like, "It's still very hard." And Dan goes, "Oh no, it's super simple. Don't listen to him."
Well, how can it be both very hard and super simple? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, see that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. He's wrong. It's actually very simple. He's too he's too infected with the mechanical sickness. He's
I shoot him.
overthinks everything. Shoot who? Dan or the techno priest?
No, the techno guy. He said he's infected.
I did say he's infected.
He said he's infected. I gotta shoot him.
He did say that. I support Fred in
Okay.
this.
You shoot him.
As soon as the word
Uh,
infected comes out of his mouth, I shoot him.
Okay. Just you blow him away. There's nothing else about it. He falls to the ground on his creepy mechanical legs, and he's like leaking this weird like glowing blue fluid along with blood.
Oh yeah, he was definitely infected.
Yep.
One of the other ones like hisses at you and is just like, "The Omnissiah will come for your souls," and they go marching off down the street.
Wait, are they all
Okay.
infected?
Dan?
Yeah, no, they totally are.
Oh, okay.
We go after him.
You go running down the street
Yeah.
and you gun down the
Yep.
3 other techno
Yeah.
priests.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
infected.
They are infected.
Great. The creepy blue, glowing blue blood just like pools in the center of one of the 3 parade streets.
Oh, watch out for that.
Um,
It's infected.
Yep.
and Dan walks up to the two of you and is just like, "Hey, so, they're not the only ones on the planet, right?"
That are infected?
That are infected?
Well,
I thought we
there's
killed
more-
all the infected.
There's more techno priests.
Are all techno priests infected?
I mean, those are your words, not mine necessarily.
You said infected. I'm asking, are they infected?
I mean, I used the term less literally and more socially, colloquially.
Huh?
If somebody really likes going to the gym, you might say they've been infected with like the workout virus or something.
You get infected with the gym as long as you take a shower afterwards.
Dan. Did you just use us to take out your enemies?
No. What? Why would I? Listen, I would never
Tom.
do such a thing.
Is Dan infected with greed?
I don't think so. I said they were infected, and they look pretty infected to me.
But
look
he's
at this
now
stuff on
telling
the
us
ground.
that they were not truly infected.
He
Yeah,
immediately
I'm
prostrates
confused by
himself on
that.
the ground in front of the two of you, and it's just like, no, 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 no.
I mean, clearly the man's had ringworm before because he was talking about getting infected while working out.
True.
That's why you gotta wash those machines down.
But if he lied to us about them being infected, did he also lie to us about him being the better
Lie?
governor?
What do you mean lie?
He just said they were not truly infected.
I mean, to be fair,
Did you lie?
are
Dan.
you asking Dan that?
Yes.
I already said, like, Dan says no. No, of course not.
Good.
So they
I
were
don't even
infected.
understand how you would do that.
I'm so confused. What do I need to say here? I will say I will say that it's a common we'll say it's a common phrase, I guess, around the Imperium, or some kind of like understanding that, like, you know, if these dudes aren't, they don't seem to be actually like infested with, you know, Xenos or anything like that, but they're definitely like,
No, they're infected with
they're
something.
super weird in their
Blood.
kinks for machinery. So like, yeah, the blue blood's not always a good sign either.
True. I guess as first order of governors, we should probably have the local enforcement clear out any of these other infected.
You also and again, this is not me trying to be, you know, politically advantageous with any of this or whatnot at all. I know that their base is the moon up there, and he points into the sky, and you can see the big moon that sits in the atmosphere.
Hang on. I'm
that's far
confused.
away.
Are you trying to say that the moon is infected?
Yes.
So, Tom.
We have, yeah.
We-
Yes, Fred.
We're gonna have to blow up the moon.
It sounds like we're going to have to blow up the moon.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have that kind of firepower.
Oh, you definitely have that kind of firepower.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll have to build some sort of.
Your space marines, of course,
we'll
you can
build-
blow up
yeah.
the moon.
All right.
We're gonna have to blow up the moon.
We got to
If
blow
the
up
moon's
the moon.
infected,
Moon's
the moon's
infected.
gotta go. It's infected.
I didn't even know a moon could get infected.
I didn't either. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. All right. Well, you take care of things here, and we will deal with the infected moon.
Excellent.
Make sure you get everything in working order while we're gone.
Yes,
And don't
we
forget,
will.
your parade was pretty sad, so do better.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep. And clean up this mess, and I point at the two broken statues.
Right away.
Okay, let's go blow up that moon. Gotta get rid of all this infection.
We'll blow up the moon.
All right. Two of you board a ship, which takes you out of the atmosphere of the planet and brings you to the moon. Look, we're not going to belabor the moon because, again, you guys you automatically do combat actions, right? You automatically succeed. That's really all it is. The two of you land on the moon, and in the thin atmosphere, you hear the mechanical click of more of these weird spider legs kind of just running across the surface at you, and this weird hissing sound as just waves of these techno priests come flowing out of the ground. Your bolt guns become red hot from the rate of fire as you just absolutely fill all of these things full of lead, the planet becomes awash in the blue blood. And then finally, as you get through, you fight your way down through their caverns to eventually get to the heart of the moon. You put some kind of det core in it, and then you run back up to the surface and you jump for your ship as the det core explodes and cracks the entire moon in half.
Moon taken care of. High five.
High five. And we don't look back at the explosion as we leave.
Absolutely
course.
not.
It's taken you a day, I guess, to
Sounds
exterminate the
reasonable.
moon.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And
It was a whole
as
moon.
you land, as you land, nothing has changed.
He hasn't cleaned up the statues?
No, nobody's working on cleaning up the statues. Just a pile of
Oh,
rubble right now
that's the
with your
problem.
statue leaning up.
Where's Dan?
I'm just gonna shout, Dan.
The doors to the palace just fly open, and you see him suddenly at the top of the stairs, and you're just like, "Oh,
I can't wait to
That
find out
was-
what his real name is.
that was quick."
Were you not expecting us, Dan?
I just thought that would take you longer. Did you bring more Marines, or was it just two of you?
No, we took care of the moon. Like you said, it was infected. So now it's gone, and I'm going to gesture at the sky and at presumably,
Yeah,
a
the
meteor
two halves
shower.
of moon that are slowly like separating across.
And then we high five again.
He's looking up. He's just like, "Oh, sweet Jesus." Okay.
What did you come
Um,
across another infection?
No, definitely not. I might be a little out of my depth here.
I thought you
saw
were the best at being governor.
Mm.
What? I said I wanted to be the best governor.
No, you said you
No,
were
like-
the best.
Well, okay.
Are you
I said
lying
that,
right
but
now,
I
Dan?
meant I want to be the best governor.
No, you said that you were the best governor. That's why
I know
we
what it
said
said. I
you
know what
should
I
be
know what it said.
governor.
I know what I
Now-
said.
It's okay because you're not governor. We're governors.
Right.
We high five again.
Sends shockwaves around the entire planet.
Dan, what have you been doing while we've been gone?
And why are the statues still here?
Well, okay. See, I tried to talk to some people, but honestly, a lot of the locals really don't want to help with on account of your whole governorship has been a little bit deadly.
What do you mean?
Deadly.
You know, there's just a lot of people getting injured and dying, you know.
That was only like 3.
Shouldn't have been standing near the statue anyway. Doesn't know how statues work.
Well, that's fair, but maybe some
I carved R.I.P.
Some of them are-
Peter at the bottom of the
are also
statue.
kind of grieved. Literally on the bottom of the statue where nobody's going to see it.
Yeah.
Didn't even write RIP, you write RIP.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble, you know, rallying people to support the cause on account of everybody that died in the war and the governorship so far.
So, are you
So we need to
saying
do
that we
something
should?
to unite the people.
Yeah, are you saying we should host another parade to impress the civilians?
You read my mind, Fred.
High five.
Sounds like heresy.
We turn around and walk out.
Just, oh. All right.
Okay, day 2 parade.
I believe this is day 3 parade now.
Oh yeah, day 3 parade.
As you're getting the day 3 parade set up, a soldier runs up to you and is just like, another missive from your superiors. Hand you
Okay.
a piece of paper that you open up and just says, "Good news! We're actually going to be there tomorrow. Hope everything's ready."
Oh, well, we really better nail this parade today, because it's got to be tight tomorrow.
Yeah, because we've established the outpost, and
Everything
it's
else
just
is ready. We've established the outpost. We've gotten rid of the infection, and we have a parade ready.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything else that we need.
the parade's in working order.
The parade
right,
is in
let's-
working order.
Get practice parade
Roll-
to rally the troops and impress
for-
the civilians.
Roll for parade.
You hosting the parade again?
I sure am.
Do it.
I love me a good parade. 6.
6. Oh, that's a success.
Just
Oh,
a
it's
successful parade.
a grand old parade. You put a bunch of the extra soldiers on the roofs of the buildings that are still standing and give them like some kind of like faux confetti. It's like ash. They're just throwing over top of the parade as you guys are marching past. Luckily, no damage or destruction this time, so that was a perfect parade.
Did
We'll
we?
even say a good portion of the civilians are now feeling a little more inspired. You very easily get a group of, I don't know, 30 or 40 of them working on cleaning up the statues and getting the. Well, by the way, what is your statue? Of?
Have we lost
What
it?
statue
Oh,
did you guys build? What is it?
The
What does it look like?
statue
Oh,
is
no,
us high-fiving.
right. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Yes,
And it
so-
says on the bottom underneath, R.I. Peter.
All right, Peter. Yeah. By the end of the day, after the parade, the wonderful parade, the group of civilians now have cleared away the debris of the 2 broken old statues and have even built a small plinth for your statue to stand on. They have placed it lovingly in the center. It might even have like a little water feature around it now, like dancing
Amazing.
fountains. It's looking pretty good.
Well,
Okay.
excellent. I think
Successful
we're ready
third
to
day.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do this all again once the superiors land, and they'll see.
All right. The following morning, a large dropship enters the atmosphere. I'm assuming you guys have coordinated where they are to land, and I'm assuming again it's at the large pile of Tyranid bodies that are somewhere in the city.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Great.
It's one straight road to the palace, and it's
Yeah.
pile of bodies,
We start at
clearing
the pile,
for land. Pile.
Yep.
go down the street, past the other bodies, just to show
Yep.
off what we've done, and we arrive at
Yep.
the statue. And then, obviously, once we arrive there, I will present them the statue
And the
by
palace
lifting it up and handing
outpost.
it to them.
Excellent. The dropship, the back of the dropship opens, and your Primarch, because now I have decided that you guys are in fact Ultramarines. Reboot Gilliman comes stomping out of the back of the dropship, and he's just like, Tom, Fred.
Sir?
Sure.
So this is Vanis, eh?
Sure is.
Yep.
What a hellhole.
It looks like it didn't give you guys too much trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
piece of cake.
hmm
Turns out there was a secondary infection on the moon, but we dealt with that.
Handle it.
Oh, is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Great. Excellent work, you two.
you,
Is
sir.
there a parade I'm heading?
There
Yes.
absolutely is.
Start
Yep,
the
And
parade.
then we'll start the parade.
Great, let's go. Roll for holding parade.
Yeah. 11.
Ah, perfect. Only one death.
So Reboot decides he doesn't want to, walk, because why would he? He's a Primarch. He does too much walking as is. So instead
man.
he
This is why
stands
he's the
atop
officer.
a tank and like takes his sword out and valiantly just kind of, heave ho forward, right? But he demands that there's a person kind of sweeping the street in front of his tank.
Mhm. I see where
And
this is going.
that guy trips. He does not make it
Yeah.
out the other side of the tank. As he gets squished, Reboot's sword like lights on fire, and it's just like this super epic, daring thing. You start hearing murmurs in the crowd of the civilians, basically being like, "How much money have we blown on parades over this past week?"
None. It's all recycled.
You get to the front, he jumps down off of the tank and looks up at your statue. Sorry,
And I will
doesn't
go
really
and I will lift up the statue and I will present it to him.
good. So here's the thing, right? The Space Marines are like 8 feet tall.
Yep.
They're massive. They're way bigger than people. Primarchs are bigger than Space Marines. Primarchs are like 10 feet tall and whatever, right? So this
Amazing.
statue you've built, like, slightly bigger than you guys. Reboot is basically standing there, like staring at this thing at eye level. And it's just like, who's the craftsman you guys had working on this?
Oh, Fred made that, sir.
Oh, okay. I feel like you might have missed your calling there. It should have been in, some kind of an art instead.
Mhm.
Well, to be fair, what we did to the moon was an art too.
True.
Ah, way to go. And he high fives the two of you.
Three-way high five.
Yeah. Just levels a building on the other side of town.
Oh, yes, the outpost. I gesture my arms at the palace. Here's the outpost you asked for,
Right.
sir.
He starts climbing the stairs. And Dan immediately, like at the top, throws the doors open and is just like, "My lord!" And he like prostrates himself on the ground again.
This is our Dan.
He's the secretary or something.
Yes, yeah.
All right,
Writes
get
down
up,
our
Dan.
thoughts and ideas.
Dan gets up. Reboot looks in the room. She's like, I noticed there's no chair for me. Okay, I'll just do this
Dan.
standing then.
Dan,
Can't sit
chair.
on him. If it's not prepared in advance, it's fine. There won't be anything.
Yeah, I'll speak to Dan about this. It should have been here.
But he kind of like turns around and from the top of the stairs declares, it's just like, "People of Venice, we thank you very much for your extended holdout of the Xenos scum found on your planet. It is with the love of the Emperor that we were able to make it here on time to eradicate the rest of it, and thus have gifted you all back with your lives." He's probably got a tablet with Excel open on it. I would assume so, because the speech kind of sounds like a checklist of, make sure you thank the Emperor, make sure you tell them to thank you for their lives, yada 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 yada. Thank your two saviors here, Fred and Tom, who will be leaving you in order to continue their missions elsewhere. If you need us, feel free to write us a letter or something. I don't know. We'll get back to you.
I point at the statue while he's saying that we're leaving.
All right. Well, we're done here. Cool. You guys good? All right, let's go. And he starts going back down the stairs and heading for his dropship.
Yes, sir. And we will follow.
But
Dan
I'll
starts
toss-
running down after you guys. What? I thought you guys were staying. I thought you were the
I'm
governor.
going to toss the keys to the palace to Dan as we leave.
Okay. Well, what
and
if I
say
have
nothing
an issue?
and just keep
Do I
walking.
can I like? Do you have a number? Can I call you? And no, okay. And you guys are back on the dropship and heading back for your Space Hulk, and you're going home.
High five again.
Hopefully on to the next mission.
I had to end it
Success.
there because I
Please.
can't really think of anything else to do. Like, that was just
We solved so many problems. We
There
were
aren't many
amazing
problems
governors.
You can't solve without a parade.
that
You
was the
that can't be
best
solved by a parade.
Warhammer. That was the best Warhammer 40K game I have ever played. And Sam, I don't care what you say, that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, what do you guys think? Thoughts, feelings,
That was
concerns?
fun. I had a good time.
That was a lot of fun. That went pretty much as well as I had hoped.
Yep. And I think we all learned that if all else fails, you just hold a parade and
Have a parade.
everything
Solves
will work
everything.
out. It,
That's how you decide government.
It really does. Okay. Well, Sam, Zoe, Mike, do you have any other questions or thoughts?
I would
All right.
say Grant Howitt nailed it again.
I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
Although there's no Jason Statham in this one, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But until next time, you can find us at Corporate Crash Course on YouTube and Twitch, and CCC RPGs on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be back next week with more Paranoia because we got to finish our game there, and then we'll see what happens then. So until next week, take care.